Hey guys, I've been spending a lot of quality time with this 75-inch UR8 RGB MiniLED TV, and it has brought me to think something. I feel like I need to make a confession to you guys about not only the TV, but about my personal endeavors as well. So we'll get into that. Make sure you stick with me through this video. We'll talk about my confession that I need to make to you guys. Just last month, I experienced the 65-inch Hisense UR9 RGB MiniLED TV. I gotta tell you, man, out of all of Hisense TVs that I've had, and I've had a lot of them, I still have the U7SG and U8QG. They're still in service in my house, okay? So I'm still using them. But I gotta tell you, this new RGB collection that they have, hands down, the best work they've done on TVs as far as I'm concerned. And I say that like with all confidence. The UR8 is probably, maybe it's my personal favorite because it's the biggest of the bunch. Of the rest of them are 65s. The UR8 is the 75, but I really like it. So much, in fact, that I actually put it on my main TV stand, not the place where I put the demo TVs, but I've been using it. The experience, that's how we're gonna do this video. Very casual, man. I'm not gonna go into a whole bunch of techie specs. I'm just gonna talk about my personal experience with the UR8 RGB TV. They borrow a lot of design elements as far as the framework of the TV from the other generation of TVs, like the U8 series, right? It's just a regular design for a TV. They didn't do anything spectacular with that. And that's where I just say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. The design was fine, so let's repurpose that, man. You got your HDMI 2.1s on the back, you got your eARC support, your optical input, your coaxial input, all that normal stuff is there, right? And then you get into your audio where you got speakers galore. You got them on the top, you got them on the bottom, and then you got that woofer on the back. So the TV actually sounds very good. It's tuned by Devilay, that's their partner with their sound systems, but a lot of us are gonna end up using a soundbar of such. So if you want me to do more soundbar coverage, let me know. The audio coverage doesn't really get a lot of love here, so let me know in the comments if you want me to do more sound bars to match up with these amazing TVs. Now, coming around to the front of the TV, which is absolutely the most important part of the TV, because that's what you be staring at the whole time. It's familiar. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you've ever used a Hisense TV, it is going to be very familiar. The whole interface, as far as like their overlay on top of Google TV, which I love because now they include Gemini with every TV. It's not like an upgrade or nothing. That's awesome. But you got all your stuff there, right? You got your Netflix, all your apps and stuff like that, and of course you got YouTube on. You guys be watching a lot of YouTube on the TVs, man. That's pretty cool. I appreciate y'all doing that. I don't think my face is the kind of face that needs to be big, especially on like a 75-inch TV, but whatever, you do you. I just like the fact that it's Google TV. But the thing I do notice first off when I turned on the TV is the color volume and brightness of it. Like the RGB TVs are just bright, and is it voluminous as far as color goes? We're talking about BT 2020 all over the space. You see what I did there? Yeah, man, lots of color volume as soon as you turn on the TV. I do advise you to go into the settings and kind of tone some stuff down a little bit, because that stuff can get kind of straining if you look at it too long, like bright lights and colors and stuff like that. But as a side note, I do want to talk about this. There's a U7SG that they came out with earlier this year, and it's a great TV. Best value TV as far as I'm concerned, but they haven't launched the U8 series. They have the UR9 and UR8. So does that mean the U8 is done and they're just kind of doing away with the U something and they're going to the UR? Hisense, are you done with regular TVs? Like you're gonna, like UR is what we're doing? I have digressed, but I need to know. Hisense, let me know in the comments, let us know in the comments if you're done with the regular premium mini LED TVs. It's just gonna be RGB from now on. So RGB in its core, it is an LCD TV, right? They all kind of work the same. It's just a newer technology that disperses the light differently so you can get more color volume and you can get more brightness. And man, it shows on this UR8. And that's where I had to jump into my confession, man. Dude, I'm just now getting into Marvel movies. I hadn't really been watching them. I watched Iron Man way back in the day, right? But I decided to watch Captain America Brave New World a few months back, and I was like, it was a meh movie, right, for me. But then I was like, let's not give up on this. So today I watched the Winter Soldier and the First Avenger, but they're all pretty good. But Civil War, that was a really great movie, man. You see all the characters in the Avengers movie. Like, I didn't know they was getting down like that. Hulk wasn't in there, but you got Black Panther, you got Arrow, you got, everybody is Ant-Man, Spider-Man, everybody's up in that mug.
wrong movie.
That one battle scene where they just pounded on each other, that was wild. Great movie, loved it. Before I jump into anything else, would you guys let me know in the comments, how should I watch these movies? Do I need to go back, like, to watch these movies in a certain order? And, oh man, we'll get into that later. The TV, it actually defaulted into Dolby Vision Bright. So I turned the settings to Dolby Vision Dark because my settings aren't extremely bright. So I like watching things with more contrast in them. So after moving the preset into Dolby Vision Dark, I then went a little bit deeper and I changed a few more settings. I went to the motion smoothness and I moved that to film. I took the smooth gradient up to high. I changed the super AI resolution to medium, the noise reduction to medium, and a lot of other stuff on medium. For the most part, if it said AI next to it, I actually turned that off. Sometimes I feel like that does a little bit too much. All the AI stuff, I kind of like to do stuff myself. So those are my settings for watching that movie. And man, it looks so good. And you know, streaming doesn't really give you that great of quality, right? And I did not have the network cable plugged in. So I was on pure Wi-Fi, pure streaming, and it looked fantastic, man. We're talking about upscaling here. Upscaling is when you take, you know, any footage that you get, like from streaming, whether it be 1080p, 4K, and the TV does a little bit more heavy lifting and makes it even better as far as the way it looks. So it just looks so good, man. All the colors were there, the saturation was there, the contrast between light and dark, skin tones were good. I really enjoyed the movie as a whole, but I was kind of looking at it from a critical point of view to where I could just kind of talk to you about how good this TV looks, especially if you like Marvel movies. Now, when it comes to something like reflections coming in from an open window or lights overhead, just like any other panel with a reflective surface, you will see them if you're looking for them or if your TV is positioned a certain way. But the TV does a good job of dispersing that to where it's not bothersome. So it's not gonna be like a mirror image coming at you. But what I am excited about, their obsidian panel, it's black. Dude, like when you're watching a movie, especially in the dark, when you got the lights down and you got like a dark scene, the blacks just kind of pop. I know that's weird to say about, you know, black in an image, but it's just like, wow, that is dark. It's like the abyss. And you can still see, you know, you got good contrast. You see shadows popping out and little specular highlights and details coming out against that black panel. I love the way they've implemented that. Now, for those of you who have these big wide open rooms where you got chairs all over to the side and a bar over here and stuff like that, where people are watching from off angles, I think you'll be excited about this because the angles are actually really good. You're not gonna lose the complete image if you go off to the side. Now, don't get crazy going off 180 degrees. That's just crazy. But yeah, man, if you go to a decent enough angle off to the side, you're still gonna have a good experience watching this TV. The colors won't wash out too much and you can get out there pretty far before that even starts to happen. Now let's hop into gaming for a little bit. Spider-Man, Miles Morales. Hadn't played that game in forever and realized I kind of suck at it because I'm out of practice, dude. I was just mashing stuff, you know what I'm saying? The experience was great. It automatically kicks into a low latency mode. So, you know, every time you press a button, something happens. But the thing that got me was the crispiness of the image. Dare I say it looked like PC gaming? Okay, I know that's a lot. I'm sorry, guys. But it was so crispy. The colors were so rich. I went to the gaming bar just to kind of check everything. They always include a gaming bar on the TV, but man, the colors and the refresh rate, what are we at, 144, 4K 120, 144, something like that? It just looked freaking good, man. And that just kind of doubled down on the experience that I got while I was gaming. Yeah, I sucked at the game, but it at least looked good. Now, I'm a guy who streams everything. So when I tell you I'm watching regular TV, I'm still watching it on an app. I don't, you know, plug in with DirecTV or anything like that. This is where I want to get into upscaling again. Watching regular TV, such as something you would get on Roku TV, the app, or like Tubi or Pluto TV, you know, the free stuff you get with the Google TV platform. It has been really good. Even Plex. I like watching, what is it, $1 Million Home on Plex. That's a good show. Watching homes I can't afford. But yeah, man, everything looks so good. It always looks on a Hisense TV like it just came out, even though I'm watching reruns from like 2008 or 2001. You know what I'm saying? It always looks like this is a fresh production because the upscaling is so good. So for those who don't, you know, pay for a bunch of subscriptions for like Netflix and Max and stuff like that and Amazon, I think you would really love this TV because the upscaling is so good. It's gonna make everything look great. Even sports, man, you watching sports, you know, you tweak the settings a little bit, turn on the motion smooth. This is the only time I suggest turning that on. Let that upscaling do its thing, and you're gonna have a great experience watching all fast-paced sports like soccer. Dude, FIFA right now, oh man, FIFA's been I've been enjoying some FIFA. Either way, let's get back to this Marvel stuff, man. Please let me know in the comment section how I should go about this. Should I start over, and what movies should I do in order? I can't watch all the Marvel movies. There's like 40 of them by now. But like, what are the important ones? And better yet, I'm a 4K UHD Blu-ray collector. So if I was gonna collect a series of the Marvel stuff, what movies are important enough to collect and make a complete story? Like, you know, 5, 6 movies or something like that between Captain America, Iron Man, Spider-Man, all them jokers. So let me know in the comments, man, how you feel about that. You know, sorry, I'm just now catching on with you guys on how good Marvel is. Either way, I gotta get out of here. Thanks for hanging out with me, man. Y'all keep being good to each other, and I'll see you when I see you.